and welcome to the Down in Front Podcast video teaser edition. I'm your host, Warren, and I'm with everybody here. How's it going, everybody?
Hello.
We are pumped. We're excited to talk about Thor, Ragnarok. We're going to get into it really quickly, kind of give you a small snippet. Then we're going to actually give you the entire episode full length with everything, all spoilers and everything. But before we get that way, I'm just going to toss it over to some of my boys. I want to say, Blew It, holla at your boy.
Yeah, so I really like this movie for having a pretty tight, cohesive story, but also had enough MCU references and pushed along the overall narrative without necessarily beating you over the head with it. It really had like a lot of like eye candy for this casual viewer, but a lot of really like deep cuts for the people that really knew what was going on.
Yeah, it was something that I just thoroughly enjoyed, especially with some of the criticisms that people had with Guardians 2. It felt like it kind of hopped on that and just really kind of pushed the story along. And that's just something I just really enjoyed watching it. I blew it. Brylan, what about you?
I would say it was definitely exciting to see someone like Cate Blanchett play the role of the villain in this movie. But in the end, it ultimately became another Marvel cookie-cutter villain. So I was a little bummed out that Hela was not more than what she turned out to be.
Yeah, I mean, I was pumped to even see her in this movie. I didn't even know that she was in this movie, so it was nice to see her. I just kind of wish she was doing a little bit more, and I can definitely kind of see where you'll have that particular kind of issue or kind of with the actual movie. Abbott, what's up?
Yeah, I think my favorite part of this movie is the serious cast boost in that we have a very in-depth crew of supporting characters, but also at the same time we don't see Natalie Portman, we don't see Kat Dennings, and we don't see, I can't remember the actor's name, but Eric Selvig. I feel like those people from the last two movies have always brought the Thor franchise down, but all the characters that they add in this movie are incredible.
He's one of the million Skarsgårds. I know that.
Yes,
I don't know which his first name, but I think it was a very
Stellan Skarsgård.
Okay.
He's the dad.
There you go. I think it was a great and very smart move, just like smart casting all around, because I felt like they had a really smart and really fun, and we actually already used to these characters, but at the same time trimming the fat, so to say. It's almost Thanksgiving time, so there you go.
There you go.
So I do like that, and I do appreciate that. Mocha, holla at me.
Well, this movie did a lot with the time it had. Unfortunately, I feel like when the movie focused on Odin, the Allfather, it actually did a really bad job with that character this time around and opened up a lot of questions about his character and his relationship throughout the series that didn't really need to be asked in the first place.
Yeah, I was kind of a bummer, and I was also kind of bringing this up, and we'll definitely talk about it in the podcast, but I kind of almost wish that he was in the movie less than he was, and I think it would have just been tighter and kind of cleaned it up. Just so that give that character the kind of moment or the time to shine. I think, and the biggest thing that I thoroughly liked about Thor Ragnarok was the dialogue, and the dialogue was fun. From what I heard and definitely kind of read, a lot of it was kind of improv and just kind of having the actors keep it fresh, keep it lively. And I just thoroughly enjoyed how the dialogue really talked about like jokes that was talked about in the beginning to the end, and then even jokes that weren't even in this movie that talked about like some throwaway lines from previous movies from before. And it was just very fun and just an just enjoyable experience. Just to actually just love this movie. So I thoroughly enjoyed that a lot. So we're pumped. I'm excited. I'm ready to kind of talk about it. I have my beer and I have my wine. Abbott has his whiskey, so we're excited about that. Before we're going to give you the full actual podcast of Thor Ragnarok, starring Chris Hemsworth and a bunch of other amazing people. Definitely take a look at the links as well. We're going to be posting this for our YouTube series, so thank you so much. And we will see you soon for our full review of Thor Ragnarok.
Bye.